First Alert Weather, WJZ was out this morning in Fells Point and found people prepared for a brief rain shower with umbrellas open and windshield wipers turned on. And outside right now, it's overcast and humid. The heat is building. First Alert meteorologist Rochelle J is tracking it all. Rochelle.
Hey there, Nikki. Right now, things are on the quiet side. We've had those showers for this morning, but looking at First Alert radar right now, most of the rain is moved into Delaware, but this is the next batch that we're going to watch here just off to our west, moving towards Harrisonburg, Virginia, Strasburg, Virginia, a couple of spotty showers in western Maryland. So this area is going to push off to the east over the next few hours, really watching the time frame between about 2-3 o'clock this afternoon into about 7 or 8 o'clock this evening, and it all depends on where you are. While we do have some clouds cover still in place, notice this area that's a little bit darker here on the satellite. That's indicating where at least some sunshine has broken through this afternoon and actually late this morning as well. That sunshine's not necessarily the best thing when we're talking about a risk for storms. It gives those storms fuel. It churns up the atmosphere, makes it a little bit more volatile and more likely for these storms not only to develop, but also to strengthen. Overall, our risk for severe weather is on the lower end of the spectrum. But if any storms do strengthen, some strong winds are possible. We could get some tree limbs down, maybe some large hail, but any shower, any storm, because of how humid it is out there right now, heavy rain certainly a potential, and we did see that with a couple of storms bubbling out over or out in front of that main area. So brief break before some afternoon storms. You can see some sunshine there from our camera at the Maryland Science Center. As mentioned, that sunshine is storm fuel. We're very steamy for the rest of the week, and then also some more storms coming in the days ahead as well. I'll walk you through Futurecast for the rest of your Wednesday, and we'll talk about the risk for Thursday and Friday, all alert days, Nikki. That's coming up in the full forecast.
All right, Rochelle, thank you. And now's a good time to download the CBS. I've got to say, we've had the on and off again rain. I know coming in, there was a little bit of a drizzle. Now I think it stopped.
It stopped, and we've got a little sunshine. But if folks don't want storm, sunshine isn't the best news. As we take this live look at the WJZ Outback, you can see that bright sun shining down on top of TV Hill. And what that does, that sunshine, yeah, it looks great, especially when we had rain this morning during parts of the commute. That sunshine, it actually churns up the atmosphere, gives those storms fuel, so that as they are pushing off to the east, we are going to see the potential for not only just storm development, but also storm strengthening. Here's a look at the weather headlines before we get to the radar. Once again, it is hazy, hot, and humid. Now today is actually the cooler of the warm days. We've got days that are going to get well into the 90s for tomorrow and Friday. And we've got this stormy pattern also in the forecast through the end of the week. So as we mentioned, we did have some showers out there this morning. We're getting a break from them for most of the state right now. A couple of showers now towards Garrett County, but notice to the south, quite a bit of some activity there moving towards I-81 in Virginia. And we've got this one storm here that's starting to form with some pretty heavy rainfall. Because it's so humid outside, we can expect that to continue to push eastward with some heavy rain as well. So here's the satellite showing you that we've got a decent break in the clouds for a good portion of central Maryland. Some thinning of the clouds also allowing that sunshine to push through. Zooming out here, this dashed line, this is called a trough. It's just an area of low pressure that's just kind of stretched out. So we've got some storm activity forming on the backside of that trough, and it's going to stick with us for the next couple of days until a cold front moves through later this week. So here's a look at Futurecast. I want you to really pay attention to the areas where the deepest green going into the yellows and the oranges are for this afternoon. Notice how we get to about 2 or 3 o'clock. That's starting to move into areas like maybe Washington County, the far western side of the state, and it'll continue to push eastward with areas of heavy rainfall, maybe some thunderstorms, and some of those storms could be on the stronger side with some gusty winds, maybe some strong hail. I do think things do start to quiet down after about 7 or 8 o'clock. Now looking into the day tomorrow and Friday, we also have storms in the forecast, but hot and humid conditions. Feels like temperatures could get up and over 100 degrees. So prepare now to stay cool in the days ahead. 81 degrees right now at BW Marshall. Because of the humidity, it feels like 85, and that wind out there, it's just blowing around all the humidness that's currently in place, and that will be sticking with us through the end of the week as well. Now, your neighborhood forecast for the Eastern Shore, mid to upper 80s for today. Looking ahead at the 7-day forecast, we've got some mid to maybe upper 90s on the way for Thursday and on Friday. Both of those days also with storm chances of their own. And some of those storms, Nikki, again, could be strong, potentially severe.
Right, Rochelle, thank you. And later today on WJZ.
All right, folks, that 7-day forecast showing a lot of heat, a lot of humidity that is in place for today, but it really starts to build in as we go into the day tomorrow and Thursday. But today we have marked it as an alert day because we've got some strong, possibly severe storms that could impact the evening commute. So we've got a lot to watch in the days ahead. You see it right there on your screen. We'll also have to watch how that impacts the O's games for the next couple of days with those storms pretty much each and every afternoon.
I was going to say, when I see those 90s there, I'm like, okay, well, summer is here. We should welcome